Good evening, fans, and welcome to Warrior Field and Warrior Baseball for tonight's game between the 2nd Baptist Eagles and your TWCA Warriors. Just a reminder that tonight's game is governed by the rules and regulations of the Texas Association of Private Parochial Schools.
And do you think that's supposed to be
the umpires are
usually the
honored
first
guests
baseman?
this evening, and their decisions should be respected at all times. Sportsmanship should prevail on the
He has
field
both Marshall and
as
Augie
well
as
as in the
one
stands.
as
We thank
the
you in
pitcher.
advance
He
for your
doesn't have a
cooperation.
third baseman.
So to start the game, first for our guests,
Augie
the
be
2nd
third
Baptist
first
Eagles.
base. Cool. First base.
Here's the starting lineup. Leading off and playing center field, number 8, J.D. Crisp. Hitting second, the catcher, number 4, Noah Weiser. Hitting third, the shortstop, number 10, Leighton Reddy. Batting cleanup at first base, number 22, Turner Murdoch. Hitting fifth and pitching, number 13, Luke Pettit. Hitting sixth and playing right field, number 3, Grayson Kim. Hitting seventh and playing left field, number 5, Elijah Marrero. Hitting eighth at third base, number 6, Tommy Willis. And hitting ninth at second baseman, number 2, Andrew Rivers. Tonight's non-starters for the Eagles, number 1, Ben Foyer. Number 7, Lucas Sahina. Number 9, Grayson Willie. Number 11, Ben Khalifa. Number 14, Ty Baker. Number 17, Jace Trozo. Number 19, Lance Young. And number 21, Jackson Stewart. The head coach for the Eagles is James Noble, assisted by Andy Pettit. And now the starting lineup for your TWCA Warriors, currently sporting a 14-4 record. Leading off and playing center field, number 21, Carson Quack. Batting second and playing left field, number 4, Arrington Easton. Batting third and pitching, number 20, Marshall Hale. Batting cleanup and catching, number 2, Chase Fuentes. Batting fifth and playing right field, number 5, Ryan Rommel. Batting sixth at first base, number 10, Augie Anderson. Batting seventh, playing second base, number 15, Drew Yeary. Batting eighth, the designated hitter, number 14, Nolan Newcomb. Batting ninth at third base, number 7, Jaden Scrushy. And playing shortstop, number 1, Dane Lemaster. Tonight's non-starters for the Warriors, number 3, Kai Parker. Number 6, Stuart York. Number 8, Nick Pignon. Number 9, Austin Belligans. Number 11, Ryan Glenn. Number 13, Keon Metalman. And number 16, Josh Bento. The Warriors are coached by Brett Cleveland, assisted by Justin Hickman and Mario Barrett. And now if you would rise and remove your caps, we'll have a prayer. And I apologize, we won't have the national anthem as I've got a little technical glitch. Father, we just thank you for this beautiful, almost summer evening to come out and enjoy fun, fellowship, sportsmanship, and baseball. Keep these young men safe. Help them play to the best of their ability, to enjoy the game, to show sportsmanship, and display the glory of your earth and of each one of your precious children. We thank you for this honor, and we thank you for your Son. In his name we pray. Amen. for the Eagles, center fielder, number 8, J.D. Crisp.
All right, welcome into the Woodlands Christian Academy. Kyle Harris here to call the game with you between the Woodlands Christian Academy Warriors versus the Second Baptist Eagles today. On the mound for the Woodlands Christian, it's going to be Marshall Hale, the right-hander. Leading off for the Second Baptist Eagles is center fielder J.D. Crisp. First pitch from Hale is outside for ball 1. Followed by Crisp is Noah Weiser, Leighton Reddy, Turner Murdoch cleaning it up. Batting 5th is going to be Luke Pettit, 6th Grayson Kim, 7th Elijah Marrero, 8th Tommy Willis, and rounding all out and batting 9th is Andrew Rivers. Second pitch for Hale is in there for strike 1. Right-hander Hale delivers. This one's a bit outside for ball 2. The Warriors today are in their home white with the green lettering. That one's a little bit low to Crisp. Second Baptist, on the other hand, in the away grays with the navy lettering. 2-2's the pitch. 3-1, excuse me, and that's going to be a leadoff walk here to J.D. Crisp, a leadoff runner for Second Baptist.
The catcher, number 4, Noah Weiser.
Marshall Hale starting up. And the first pitch is in there to Weiser for strike 1. Hale with the runner on now. Anderson over there at first, holding the runner Crisp. Second pitch is in there, swing and a miss for Weiser for strike 2. It's going to be a pickoff attempt from Hale over to Crisp at first. He's going to slide back in safely. Behind Hale for the Woodlands Christian, behind the plate, it's going to be Chase Fuentes. Over at first base, Augie Anderson. Second base, Drew Yeary. Shortstop, Dane Lemaster. Third base, Jaden Scrushy. That one's in there for a ball outside. Left field, Arrington Eason. Center fielder, Carson Queck. And right fielder, Ryan Lovell. Hale now with the 1-2. No outs for Woodlands Christian. That one's going to paint the outside corner. Wisner looking at it, and it's going to be the first strikeout of the game for Marshall Hale and Woodlands Christian.
The shortstop, number 10, Leighton Reddy.
Now coming up to the plate is shortstop, Leighton Reddy. Here for Second Baptist, the right-hander steps in with the runner still on first. We're still scoreless out here at the Woodlands Christian Academy. First pitch dots the outside corner for strike 1. Second Baptist still undefeated in district, 5-0 currently with a 13-5 overall record. They're in that TAPS Division II District 5 as Hale pickoff attempt over to Anderson. Chris sliding back in safely. Again, the pickoff attempt from Hale. Oh, 1 count here to the number 3 hitter, Leighton Reddy. And taking off is Crisp going to second, and he's going to slide in safely. Throws a little bit off from Fuentes. That's going to be a stolen base for leadoff hitter J.D. Crisp. going to be a meeting at the mound between Fuentes and Hale, making sure they get together on signs here. Layton's ready, the pitch, and it's going to be inside. And it looks like he's going to try and go to the base pass there. He argues that it hit him in the elbow, but home plate umpire not going to give him that one. He's going to get back in the box here. It's going to be 2 balls and 1 strike. A little bit of confusion there. But Layton ready, back in and set. Runner on second base is Chris. Pitch from Hale is in there for strike 3. Excuse me, it was a 1-2 count. Excuse me, and then they also almost caught that runner off at second, but Chris did slide back in safely. That's second strikeout of the game now for Marshall Hale.
The first baseman, number 22, Turner Murdoch.
First pitch is low and outside for ball 1. Now coming up to the plate is first baseman Turner Murdoch, trying to get the first run scored here for the Second Baptist Eagles. Leadoff runner J.D. Crisp walked earlier in the inning and stole to get on second. Hale gonna take a look over at second base and Crisp as he runs back. No throw attempted. Nice sunny day out here in the Woodlands. Pitch from Hale. This one's hit into left field. Eason getting under it. And he's going to record the final out of the inning. It's going to do it for Second Baptist. No hits, 1 walk going to the bottom of the first. We'll still scoreless, 0-0.
After a half inning. Warriors, center fielder, number 21, Carson Quack.
Bottom of the first inning, still scoreless here between the Woodlands Christian Academy and Second Baptist. Coming up to the plate for the Woodlands Christian Academy to lead off is center fielder Carson Queck. Pitching for Second Baptist is right-hander Luke Pettit, the son of former major leaguer Andy Pettit. Right-hander is committed to Dallas Baptist. First pitch is outside for ball 1. Second pitch is in there for a strike. pitch a little bit high and outside for ball 2 to Carson Queck. The center fielder is committed to Kansas State. So a lot of great talent coming out of both of these schools here tonight. That one's in there for strike 2. And this one's grounded to the shortstop, Reddy, who's going to take a little bounce and go right by him as he's unable to field that. It's going to be an error on the shortstop. It's going to get the first runner on here for the Woodlands Christian.
Left fielder, number 4, Arrington Eason.
Coming up now to the plate, the left fielder, Arrington Eason, who's currently committed right now to Grambling University. And he's going to be faced to deal with the right-hander Pettit here. Does have a runner on in Queck. First pitch is fouled back to the backstop. All right, and it's going to be a pickoff attempt from Pettit to Murdoch, but Queck slides back in to first base safely. The Warriors have a really nice overall record, 14-4, but have been struggling in district play this year. Only a 1-2 district record. Second pitch is low and inside for a ball. That one's in there for a strike. The attempt down to first from Wisner, and Queck slides back in safely though. Still scoreless here in the bottom of the first inning, the Woodlands Christian Academy. And it's going to be Eason calling for time. There's he adjusts his batting gloves. Has a nice lime green sleeve there. Lime green on one arm and white on the other, as he has his stirrups pulled all the way up. The pitch from Pettit, and this one's deep into center field. Crisp back and getting under it, coming in a little bit, and he's going to record the first out of the inning for Second Baptist.
Now batting for the Warriors, the pitcher, number 20, Marshall Hale.
Coming up now, trying to help his cause on the mound, is the pitcher, the right-hander Marshall Hale, who steps in the batter's box. Is committed to Sam Houston after this year. As he tries to get his runner over, it's going to be a pickoff attempt from Pettit, but Queck slides back into first safely. First pitch from Pettit to Hale is in there for a strike. And it's going to be a wild pitch, and that's going to get Queck over to second base there, as Weiser kept it in front of him, but it got away from him a little bit down the first base line. That's going to give the Woodlands Christian a runner in scoring position here. 1-1, 1 out here for Pettit. The pitch, and it's drilled into right field. Right fielder Kim going on and trying to get under it over to the foul pole, and he is going to record that second out right there, out of bounds, out in foul territory there in right field. It is going to go ahead and advance Queck, though, get him over to third base. Now coming up is the cleanup hitter for the Woodlands Christian here with 2 outs. Runner on third base here in Queck. It's the catcher, Chase Fuentes. First pitch from Pettit. It's a little outside for ball one. Fuentes settles back into the box. Pitch from Pettit is low. The off speed hits the dirt. Weisner has to drop on both knees to block it. It's 2-0. The head coach, Second Baptist, Rainer Noble, was a former U of H baseball player and coach. Coached the Cougars from 95 to 2010. That pitch from Pettit is in there for a strike. Noble also played with Roger Clements in high school. Played at Springwoods High School for legendary coach Charlie Morona. That one's fouled back by Fuentes. Deuce is wild on the scoreboard out here, the Woodlands Christian Academy. Runner on third base is Queck. Still scoreless. See if cleanup hitter Fuentes can get something here as Luke Pettit, right-hander, comes and delivers in the off-speed. Got Fuentes chasing it. It's going to be the first strikeout of the game for Pettit. It's going to be the third strikeout of the inning. It's going to bring us to the top of the second. Still scoreless. Woodlands Christian Academy 0, Second Baptist 0. Top of the second inning out here at the Woodlands Christian Academy. We're still scoreless between the Woodlands Christian Academy and Second Baptist. Still Marshall Hale on the mound for Woodlands Christian. Coming up to the plate is the pitcher, Luke Pettit. Luke Pettit, the son of former Major League World Champion Andy Pettit, who's also the assistant coach here at Second Baptist. He is actually committed to Dallas Baptist. Gonna get to see some action from him as he took first inning. Got a strikeout to finish that inning now. Here steps into the batter's box. 2-1 is the count here to the righty Pettit. Pitch from Hale is outside, 3-1. Hale had a good first inning after walking the leadoff batter Crisp. That one's way outside to Pettit. It's going to be the second walk of the game here for Hale. But after that walk to Crisp, struck out both Weiser and Reddy, the number 2 and 3 hitter. Then had the cleanup hitter Murdoch fly out to center field to end that inning. Woodlands Christian trying to get some revenge here as they lost to the Second Baptist team back over there in Houston on Tuesday, 10-3. Now back here in the Woodlands, trying to answer that loss. Coming up to the plate now is the right fielder, Grayson Kim. Runner on first at Pettit. Hail the pitch. Kim's gonna show bunt it, foul down the first baseline. 0-1 to start. Interesting to see if Kim still elects to bunt here with the 0-1. Hale with the pickoff attempt at first, and it's Pettit sliding back in safely. Or excuse me, yeah, it's going to be courtesy runner in for Pettit. We'll get you his name as soon as get a chance to see that number. And Kim showing bunt again, and this time taking it. Catcher Fuentes had a tough time catching that one, but still kept it in front of him to keep the runner at first. Kim gonna call for time. It's a 1-1 count. Second Baptist trying to keep their winning streak alive as they've won 6 straight. Here's Kim, shows bunt again, comes back and takes it, and the runner's taking off, and first field umpire called him out, but actually the ball got past him. It is going to be the leadoff runner sliding in safely to second base. One-two count though to the hitter Kim. And Hale delivers to the plate. Off speed, a little bit outside. As Kim doesn't chase, it's going to be 2-2. No outs here to Kim. Pitch. It's going to be a little bit high. Going to go to a full count here after Hale had a nice pitcher's count to start, 1-2. But Kim works his way to a full count here. Now 3-2, no outs for Second Baptist. Pitch from Hale is in there, popped up into the infield. Third baseman Scrushy getting under it and just drops it out in foul territory. Would have been there if he was in fair territory, but luckily it's going to be a foul ball. But definitely a missed out and a missed opportunity here for the Woodlands Christian off an easy one. Give you a little update around the area. Bottom of the second, Vandergrift is up 1-0 on Cedar Ridge. And top of the second, Lake Travis and Bowie is still scoreless. 3-2 count, the pitch to Kim. Kim pops it up again. This time catcher Fuentes going back to the backstop and going to watch it trail over into the stands. Some protective netting out here at the Woodlands Christian as hear that ball just fall right down into the chute. Kim battling here, 3-2, no outs, still scoreless. Runner on second, courtesy runner after Luke Pettit got a leadoff walk to start the top of the second. Pitch from Hale, and this one's driven into right field. The right fielder, Eason, not able to get there. It's going to take a couple of bounces and go into his glove. Runner on second is going to advance to third, and it is going to be a single for Grayson Kim, the right fielder.
Now batting for the Eagles, the left fielder, number 5, Elijah Marrero.
Runners on the corner now, no outs for Second Baptist. Their 7th hitter, Elijah Marrero, stepping up to the plate. Left fielder has runners on the corners here, no outs, still scoreless in the top of the second. Pitch from Hale is in there for a strike. A 1 count, he comes around to bunt. Marrero does and doesn't connect with it. It's going to be 0-2 to him now. Marrero should be hitting away here. Runners on the corners, no outs. Pitch from Hale, the off speed, and Marrero takes it into right field. Eason getting under it and records the out, but the courtesy runner is going to come around to score. That's actually going to be number 1, Ben Fever, coming around to score the first run of the game for either team. Second Baptist with a 1-0 lead.
Now batting for the Eagles, the third baseman, number 6, Tommy Willis.
For Woodlands Christian, you're happy to get that first out of the inning, but is going to be a run coming around because of it. And first pitch is in there. Off speed dots the corner for strike 1. Third baseman Tommy Willis now up here for Second Baptist. Eason where? Oh, okay. And I thank you for correcting me, man. I appreciate it. On my score sheet here, I have Eason in both left and right field, so thank you. There's a typo, yeah. Eason may be able to get across the whole field there, but that was level out there in right field to get that first out. Apologies there for that one as Willis fouls this one down the left side. 0-2 here, still with 1 out as the Woodlands Christian trailing Second Baptist 1-0 here in the top of the second. Pitch from Hale, almost dotted that outside corner, but is going to be a called ball. 1-2 count now here to Willis. Hale now with the 1-2. The pitch is inside, and it's going to be a stolen base for Kim, who got a really nice jump from first, and Fuentes not able to handle that off speed. Kept it in front of him, but got away from him a little bit down the third base line. And Kim able to take advantage. Now runner in scoring position, 1 out here for Willis. 2-2 count. Pitch hit down the first base line, and it's going to go right in between Yuri and Anderson, the second and first baseman. But it is level. The right fielder getting it into catcher Fuentes before Kim could come around third base. It's going to be runners on the corners here again for Second Baptist.
Now batting for the Eagles, second baseman, number 2, Andrew Rivers.
It's going to be head coach Brett Cleveland walking up to the mound. Talk to Hale. I'm sure Coach Cleveland is discussing with his team here what we want to do with 1 out, runners on the corners, trailing 1-0 here. We'll see what he elects from his infield to do. Home plate umpire start walking up there to coach, and meeting over. Now coming up to the plate for Second Baptist, It's the number 9 hole hitter, second baseman Andrew Rivers. Here to make something happen for the Eagles. Hale the pitch, and Rivers coming around to show bunt, but then backs it away at the last minute. But nice pitch from Hale. It's going to be strike one. Another bunt attempt from Rivers, and this one got a piece of it but went back to the backstop. 0-2 now with one out. Sure, he'll be swinging away here now. We'll see if Hale can get out of this one for the Woodlands Christian, and it's going to be Rivers calling time, checking down third base coach Noble in the calls again. Oh, 2 count. The pitch, and it got by catcher Fuentes. Coming around home is Kim, and he's going to slide in safely. Second run scored this inning, and now Second Baptist with a 2-0 lead over the Woodlands Christian. Willis also running and getting to second on that pass ball. Still ahead of the hitter here is Hale. 1-2 pitch to Rivers. Rivers hits a blooper to the second baseman Yeary, who's right there. Doesn't even have to move a step. Catches the second out of the inning.
Now batting for the Eagles, leadoff hitter, center fielder, number 8, J.D. Chris.
Now coming up to bat, the center fielder, leadoff hitter J.D. Crisp had a walk back in the first inning. Also had a stolen base. Got all the way to third, but unable to get him home in that first inning. And he takes the first pitch inside for a strike. Couple updates here. We're still scoreless. Top of the third inning, Lake Travis and Bowie. 0-0. And top of the third, Vandergrift, another score. Now leading 2-0 over Cedar Ridge. Second pitch from Hale is low for a ball. Two to nothing here. Second Baptist leads. So they got 2 runs here in the top of the second. 1-1 pitch way inside as Chris has to back away from that one and falls over a little bit. 2-1 the count now to him. A walk and a single got things started for Second Baptist, followed by another single by Willis that scored a run. This one's fouled off to the left side. Twos across the board here. Right-hander Hale with a runner at second. It's Willis. Crisp, a leadoff hitter, calls for time here. Hale's taking a while to get his call from Fuentes. Pitch from Hale, and it's drilled to the left side. It's going to go foul as Eason trying to get over there as quickly as he can, but not able to get to that ball before it hits the outfield wall in foul territory up there in left field. Chris still battling here. Left-hander steps back into the box. 2 still across the board here for Second Baptist. Hale nods, gets the call from Fuentes, lifts his leg, the pitch, and Off speed just didn't cut enough. It's going to be a full count now here to leadoff hitter Crisp. Full count to Chris. The pitch is high and away. It's the third walk of the game assessed to Marshall Hale and the second walk to J.D. Crisp.
Now batting for the Eagles, the catcher, number 4, Noah Weiser.
Seventh batter of the inning here for Second Baptist. Runners on first and second with 2 outs. It's the number 2 hitter catcher Noah Weiser. Hale looks back at second, delivers. First pitch swinging miss, strike 1. Beautiful off-speed pitch there by Hale, as Weiser thought it was about to hit Weiser, but then just fell right in that inside corner for strike 2. Hale trying to get out of this one with runners left on, and it's going to be a quick time call there by Weiser. Home plate umpire going to elect it, but Hale already had his leg lift. Is going to elect time though. 2-0. Second Baptist leading here over the Woodlands Christian Academy. The 0-2 pitch from Hale, drilled over the second baseman's head. Yeary into right fielder Lovell, who's going to hit his catcher Fuentes before the runner at third base Willis could come around.
Now batting for the Eagles, the shortstop, number 10, Layton Ready.
Bases loaded here now for the 3-hole hitter. Layton Ready struck out looking back in the first here. But with bases loaded here, Second Baptist 2-0 lead. Marshall Hale, the right-hander for the Woodlands Christian, has found himself in a pickle. First pitch to Ready is high and inside for ball 1. 2 walks issued in this inning to go along with 3 singles for Second Baptist. Has us here with a 2-0 lead and bases loaded. Second pitch is high for ball 2. This one dots that inside corner for strike 1. As Hale trying to work his way back into the count. This one's high and inside. 3 balls, 1 strike here. As we have bases loaded for Second Baptist. This one, big pitch here now for the right-hander Marshall Hale. 3-1 count, 2 outs. The pitch is high and outside. Home plate umpire going to elect the ball, and it's going to be a run scored for Second Baptist, bringing it now up to 3-0.
Now batting for the Eagles, first baseman, number 22, Turner Murdoch.
First pitch now to the cleanup hitter Murdoch is in there for strike 1. Base is still loaded here for Second Baptist. As they batted almost all the way around here. Murdoch, the 9th hitter to step into the plate this inning. Takes the second pitch outside for ball 1. Hale kicks the pitch. It's in there for strike 2. 1-2 the count here as Marshall Hale trying to get out of this jam. He's had 3 walks here in the inning, giving up 3 hits. 3 runs have scored for Second Baptist. Cleanup hitter Murdoch here with bases loaded. 0-2 count. The pitch from Hale, and the off-speed gets Murdoch to foul it off to the left side. Two count here to Murdoch. Hale the pitch. This one's low and inside. Fuentes able to stop it and block it though. Keep the runner crisp over at third. 2-2 count here. Now to Murdoch. 2 outs. Pitch from Hale. Really close there, but home plate umpire elects it. Maybe a little low and inside. Bringing out to a full count here for Hale. And this one's grounded over the first baseman, Anderson, who collects it easily and steps on the bag for the final out of the inning. 3 runs scored off 3 hits in the top of the second. Second Baptist leading over Woodlands Christian Academy 3-0. Welcome back into the bottom of the second inning. Second Baptist leading over the Woodlands Christian Academy 3-0. And it's Luke Pettit back on the mound here for Second Baptist. First pitch is in there for a strike to Ryan Level. Level hits this one, the pop-up into the outfield. The left fielder, center fielder Crisp getting under it to record the first out of the inning. Second Baptist scoring 3 back in that second inning of 3 hits
Anderson
and 3 walks, but 3 left on as first baseman Augie Anderson, who steps into plate, was able to get final out of the inning. The grounder went to him, unassisted, stepped on first. The first pitch to him is outside for a ball. Pettit's second pitch is in there for a strike. Vandergriff, left fielder, had a great diving catch in that game against Cedar Ridge to save 3 or 4 runs from scoring. It's still 2-0 Vandy. Pettit here. Swinging miss for Anderson. Now 2-2 is the count here with 1 out. Pettit, the fastball, gets by Anderson for strike number 3. Second strikeout of the game here for Pettit.
Now batting for the Warriors, second baseman, number 15, Drew Yuri.
Now stepping up to the plate, the right-hander, second baseman, Drew Yuri. And he takes the first pitch from Pettit, in for a strike. Woodlands Christian, after coming off that loss to Second Baptist, trying to get this win here at home. Takes that pitch outside for a ball. Lost a close one to Fort Bend Christian before that, back on April 1st, 11-10. Tough loss for Woodlands Christian, after they beat Fort Bend Christian earlier on March 29th, 13-5, a couple days earlier. Foul to the right side by Yuri. 1-2 with 2 outs here, still battling off the right-hander, Luke Pettit. One-two count, off speed. Got Yuri a little bit off balance, but he was able to foul it down that right field side to stay in it. Pettit here with the 1-2 count, 2 outs. And that one is going to be a little bit high for ball 2. A pitch from Pettit, and it's fouled back to the backstop by Yuri. Still battling here. Deuces wild in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Second Baptist leading 3-0 after a 3-hit, 3-walk 2nd inning. Now here in the bottom of the 2nd, pitch almost gets real close to hitting Yuri, and home plate umpire going to check on him. Looks like it actually did hit the second baseman Yuri in the arm there as he tries to shake that one off and walk down the first baseline.
Now batting for the Warriors, the designated hitter, number 14, Noah Newcomb.
Scores around the area. Top of the 5th inning, Friendswood leading Goose Creek 7-4. Top of the 4th inning in Haltom, Paschal 4-0. Paschal leading over Haltom, and top of the 3rd inning, Round Rock leading McNeil 9-0. 3-0 ball game over here. Second Baptist leading the Woodlands Christian Academy. And first pitch to Newcomb is outside for ball 1. Drew Yuri battled right there. Took a lot of pitches from Luke Pettit, ended up getting hit by a pitch. Got a free base. That one's in there for a strike to Nolan Newcomb, the designated hitter. Bottom of the 3rd inning, Cedar Park leading Georgetown 4-1, and Liberty Hill leading Glenn 3-2. The pitch from Pettit, high and outside for ball 2. 2-1 count here with 2 outs. So Woodlands Christian trying to answer that 3-run inning from Second Baptist. Newcomb going to take that one high for a ball. Top of the 4th inning, Lake Travis leading over Bowie 2-0. And Swung on and missed from Newcomb. As he takes strike number 2. 3-2 count here with 2 outs. Full count. Runner on first base is Yuri. Pettit has not even attempted a throw over. Lifts his leg, the pitch, and it's in there as Newcomb stares it down, and that's strike 3. Pettit gets out of that one with 2 strikes. Second Baptist leading the Woodlands Christian Academy 3-0. You're watching TWCA Baseball on Vype Live. Top of the 3rd inning, Second Baptist leading over the Woodlands Christian Academy 3-0 out here in the Woodlands.
The pitcher, number 13, Luke Pettit.
Marshall Hale taking his 3rd inning of work here on the mound. As he waits for his infielder to get in there. And we're all set and ready to go. It's going to be Luke Pettit leading off here in the top of the 3rd inning. Had a walk just back in the 2nd inning as all 9 batters batted around. This one's shot down the 3rd base line. It's Scrushy who gets it, throws over to first baseman Anderson, brought him off the bag, but he was able to stay in the base pass to tag Luke Pettit for the 1st out of the inning.
Now batting for the Eagles, right fielder, number 3, Grayson Kim.
Not a pretty throw there from Scrushy, but gets the job done as the Woodlands Christian Academy have 1 out here in the top of the 3rd inning. Coming up to the plate is the right-hand right fielder, Grayson Kim. First pitch, off speed is in there as Kim takes strike 1. Second one Kim takes is outside for a ball. That one's shot over the second baseman's head. Yuri looks up and it's level in right field. Diving play, and he's going to record the 2nd out of the inning there as he ran up and laid out for that one to record the 2nd out.
Now batting for the Eagles, left fielder, number 5, Elijah Marrero.
Level doing a really good job here to help his pitcher Hale and to get the 2nd out of the inning for the Woodlands Christian. First pitch to Elijah Marrero's in there for strike 1. This will be the first 1-2-3 inning for Hale if he can get through it. 0-1 here to Marrero, and the off speed gets Marrero to back out of the box, but comes across the plate just a little bit low in there for ball 1. 3 hits and 3 runs scored for Second Baptist as they lead over the Woodlands Christian Academy 3-0 here in the top of the 3rd inning. Pitch is inside for ball 2. 2-1 count with 2 outs for the right-hander Hale. Pitch, and it's Marrero fouling to the backstop. 2s across the board here in the Woodlands Warrior Field. Pitch from Hale, and it's hit to the shortstop. LeMaster grabs it, gets up, throws it over to Anderson to record the 3rd out of the inning. 6-4, 1-2-3 for the top of the 3rd inning. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. Second Baptist leading over the Woodlands Christian Academy 3-0. After a 1-2-3 inning for the Woodlands Christian, it's Luke Pettit for Second Baptist taking over here in the bottom of the 3rd inning for his 3rd inning of work. 3-0 here, Second Baptist leading the Woodlands Christian. Woodlands Christian here with their 9-1-2 hitters due up. Starting as 3rd baseman, Jaden Scrushy had that final ground out at the top of the 3rd inning. Making it work in the field. See what he can do in his first plate appearance here. And first pitch from Pettit, he takes in for a strike. 3 strikeouts on the day for the son of former Major Leaguer Andy Pettit. That one's low for a ball. Pettit committed to Dallas Baptist here for Second Baptist, and this one's popped up in the infield. Second baseman Rivers calling everybody off, getting under it, and he's going to record the 1st out of the inning for Second Baptist.
And Warriors, number 21, center fielder Carson Quack.
Carson Quack coming up now for the Woodlands Christian Academy is the only runner who got on base other than Yeri, who got hit by a pitch last inning. Hit one over the shortstop Reddy, who had an error back in the 1st inning to get on. Takes the first off-speed pitch by Pettit in their 1st strike. Pettit delivers another off-speed, and Quack going to foul this one over the right side.
There's 108 doubles.
Pettit now ahead of the hitter here, 0-2. Carson Quack, the leadoff. This one's popped up and fouled over the right side again. A little bit scores and updates around the area. Cedar Park leading Georgetown the top of the 3rd inning 7-1. Top of the fourth, Liberty Hill over Glenn, 3-2. Pitch from Pettit, and it's Queck fouling back, still battling here. Top of the fourth inning. In softball, we have the Birdville Lady Hawks down 1-2 to Richland. In the top of the third inning, the Manor New Tech Titans down 4-1 to Smithville. The pitch from Pettit is in there. It is going to be a ball. Pettit walking off the mound like that was a strike. Gets the ball back a little frustrated. Going to regroup and reset. The 1-2 count to Queck. Pitch from Pettit, and the off-speed gets in there and freezes Queck on that one. For Pettit's fourth strikeout of the game and second out of the inning here.
Coming for the Warriors, left fielder, number 4, Arrington Easton.
Coming up now, first, second, Baptist, the left fielder, Arrington Eason. And first pitch swinging and missing for strike one. Eason flying out to center field back in the first inning. Pettit dealing here. 0-1 count to Eason. Eason fouls this one off over the right field side. Three hits for Second Baptist back at the second inning, and 3 walks has them up 3-0 over the Woodlands Christian Academy here in the bottom of the third inning. Pitch from Pettit, the off speed, and Eason waits back on it, hits it down to the shortstop's line, and he's going to beat that one out as Reddy just didn't come up on that ball, sat back on it, threw it over the first baseman Murdoch, but not in time as Eason records the first hit of the game for Woodlands Christian Academy.
Now batting for your Warriors, number 20, the pitcher, Marshall Hale.
Eason doing a really good job of just sitting back and waiting on that off-speed pitch and taking it down that left side. Now the 3-hole hitter coming up, Marshall Hale, the pitcher, trying to help his case on the mound here as he trails 3-0 to Second Baptist. Takes the first pitch outside for a ball. Pettit looks over the first base at Eason, delivers, and it's Weiser who can't keep it in front of him, and it's going to be a wild pitch, and Eason going to get over to second. Two-0 count here. Now to Hale. Runner at second base is Eason, here for the Woodlands Christian Academy. The pitch from Pettit and the check swing from Hale causes home plate umpire to call a strike. Two-one count here. That one gets in there for strike 2. As Hale watches that fastball inside. 2s across the board here for Luke Pettit. The right-hander delivers. It's just a bit outside. Full count here. Now to Marshall Hale. Runner at second base is Queck. The pitch, and that's going to be 5th strikeout of the game here for Pettit, and he gets out of that one after a single by Arrington Eason. It's going to do it for the third inning. Second Baptist leading the Woodlands Christian Academy 3-0. Top of the fourth inning. Second Baptist leading over the Woodlands Christian Academy 3-0 here. It's the 8-9 one-hitter for Second Baptist, leading off his third baseman, Tommy Willis. And taking the bump for the fourth inning of work here is Marshall Hale, the right-hander. Hale had a quick 1-2-3 third inning after that tough second inning where he allowed 3 hits and 3 walks, giving up 3 runs. The first pitch to Willis is high and outside for ball 1. Willis, the right-hander, singled down the first base line, had an RBI single in that second inning against Hale. Takes a second pitch low for ball 2. And it looks like Cedar Ridge tied it up with Vandergrift in the bottom of the fourth inning, 2-2. And Richland still leading over the Birdville Lady Hawks in softball 2-1. It's Willis taking another one low in the dirt for ball 3. 3-1 here. Now to the 8-hole hitter, Tommy Willis. Hale trying to find his command. And that one's a bit outside, but going to get the call from home plate umpire. It's going to be a full count here now. 3-2, no outs. Second Baptist leading 3-0 over the Woodlands Christian Academy here in the top of the fourth inning. Pitch from Hale is low and in the dirt for a ball. It's the first walk of the inning. And it's Willis getting a free base. Rivers coming up. Now the 9-hole hitter for Second Baptist. Flew out to the second baseman back in the second inning. Runner at first here now for Hale. It's Rivers showing bunt, but is going to bunt it foul over the right side for strike 1. Two days in and we have a little bit of craziness in Major League Baseball. Benches clearing in the Mets and Nationals. Buck Showalter leading team out of dugout in a hurry after Francisco Lindor gets hit in the face by a pitch. So not 2 days in, it's already a wild, wild west out there in the pros. 0-1 count out here in the Woodlands. Andrew Rivers, 9-hole hitter. Pitch from Hale coming around to bunt. This one's going to get down the first base line. Anderson getting to it, tagging Rivers as he's coming to it. But Rivers getting the job done and allowing Willis to get over to second base on the sac bunt.
Now batting for the Eagles, center field, number 8, J.D. Chris.
Coming back to the top of the order for Second Baptist, it's the leadoff hitter, center fielder, J.D. Crisp. It's 0 for 0 in the ball game with 2 walks, 1 in the first and 1 in the second. Takes a check swing on the first one, but it is going to be a strike for Hale. 0-1 here to Crisp. Walk and a sac bunt has Willis at second here with 1 out. Pitch to Crisp, way outside for Hale. It's a ball. Couple of scores out in the area. End of the third inning. Cedar Park leading Georgetown 7-4, and Liberty Hill leading Glenn 3-2 in the fifth. Lake Travis leading Bowie 5-1. Top of the fifth inning. Dripping Springs leading Canyon Dripping Springs trailing Canyon 5-2 in the bottom of the fourth inning. Leander leading Eastview 2-0 in the top of the fifth inning. Northwest leading Richland 4-0. And Travis leading Austin 3-2 in the top of the fourth inning. 2-1 count to Crisp. This one's grounded over the first baseman, Anderson. He's going to glove it easily and step on the bag for the second out of the inning. Crisp ground out did get Willis to advance over to third base, though.
Now batting for the Eagles, catcher, number 4, Noah Wype.
Now second Baptist with an opportunity to score a run with 2 outs. It's their 2-hole hitter, Noah Weiser, the catcher, up to bat. Had a single back in the second inning. Struck out looking back in the first. Takes the first pitch outside by Hale for a ball. Two outs here for the Woodlands Christian Academy in the top of the 4th inning. And it's going to be Marshall Hale calling over catcher Chase Fuentes to discuss signals here. It's going to be a quick meeting, though, as Fuentes walking back to the home plate. The off speed is a little bit low in the dirt for ball 2. Fastball gets in there, and Weiser fouls it off the catcher's mask. 2-1 count. No hits allowed for Hale other than in that second inning. We gave up 3 hits and 3 runs. But other than that, it's been a pretty clean ball game here for the right-hander. This one shot down. Shortstop Lemaster diving for it, but it gets by him there. And it's Eason having to track it down in left field, getting into second base, but not before Weiser travels into second base with a stand-up double. Double scores a run there as Willis on third base coming around to score easily, which brings second Baptist lead now 4-0.
Number 10, Layton, ready.
The liner just got right past the diving shortstop Lemaster and into left field where Eason got it and threw it into second. But it is going to be a double here for Weiser. 3-hole hitter now. Layton Reddy, the right-hander, stepping into the box. First pitch taken from Hale is a ball outside. Vandergrift and Cedar Ridge still tied at 2 in the top of the 5th inning. Takes another pitch outside for a ball. Liberty Hill leading Glenn 3-2 after 5. Cedar Park leading Georgetown 7-4 in the bottom of the 4th. 2-0 count here to Reddy. Pitch from Hale, and it's going to be fouled off the catcher, Fuentes. Home plate umpire going to check if he's okay, and Fuentes letting him know, yeah, just went off my thigh, I'm all right. 2-1 count, 2 outs for Hale. Shortstop Layton Reddy in the batter's box. And he's going to pop this one into center field, Quet getting under it. And he's going to close the glove and record the final out of the inning. 1 run scored, bringing second Baptist lead now 4-0 going in the bottom of the 4th inning. You're watching TWCA Baseball on Vype Live. bottom of the
Leading
fourth
off
inning.
for the Warriors,
And it's Luke
number
Pettit
2, the catcher, Chase Fuentes.
on the mound for his fourth inning of work. Through 3, he's only allowed 1 hit and 5 strikeouts. Coming up is the cleanup hitter for the Woodlands Christian, Fuentes, and he rips one over the shortstop, Reddy, who gets it and throws a rocket over to Murdoch for out number 1.
Now batting for the Warriors, right fielder, number 5, Ryan Lovell.
1 pitch, 1 out for Pettit. Now coming up to the plate, right fielder Ryan Lovell. Has had some really nice plays in right field tonight for the Warriors. Takes the first pitch high and outside for ball 1. Next pitch takes a bounce in the dirt for ball 2. 4-0 is the lead. Second Baptist has had 4 hits. That one's outside for a ball. 3-0 the count. No walks have been allowed by Pettit so far this evening. Has hit somebody though. And the 4th pitch is in there for a strike. Got a run scored in the last inning. Did Second Baptist off a leadoff walk, a sac bunt, and an RBI double by catcher Noah Weiser, scoring Willis for the 4th run of the game. For Second Baptist, give them a 4-run lead. And Lovell did take that pitch outside for the first walk, issued to the right-hander Pettit.
Base, Augie Anderson.
Left-hander first baseman Augie Anderson stepping in now with a runner at first base. 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Takes the first pitch low and outside for ball 1. Anderson striking out back in the 2nd inning, trying to make up for it here for him and his Warriors. The off-speed pitch by Pettit had Anderson froze there. 1-1 count with 1 out. Pettit takes a look over at Lovell at first base. Delivers. That one's outside for ball 2. Just a bit outside. It's Anderson being very patient at the plate and is paying off here. Great hitters count. 3-1 for Anderson. 1 out. And they're in the bottom of the 4th inning. Pitch from Pettit is low and in the dirt. Inside, back-to-back walks from the right-hander. Woodlands Christian taking a patient approach, and it's paying off for him as now Weiser walking to the mound, and it's going to be Andy Pettit walking up there to talk to his son. Get him back into command here as he's walked the last 2 batters in a row. Bottom of the 5th inning, and Cedar Ridge has a 3-2 lead over Vandergrift. We're just tied at 2, but Cedar Ridge able to score 1 there in the bottom of the 5th inning to have a 1-run lead. Ground out to start the bottom of the 4th inning, followed by back-to-back walks issued by right-hander Luke Pettit. Now coming up is the 7, 8, 9 hitters for the Woodlands Christian Academy. I want to thank the DJs out here playing some real bangers out here in the Woodlands tonight. As the second baseman, right-hander Drew Erie, stepping up into the box here with runners on first and second.
Now batting for the Warriors, number 15, second base, Drew Erie.
Best opportunity the Warriors have had all night here against the right-hander Pettit. Got some words of encouragement from former big leader and father Andy Pettit. First pitch is high and inside for ball 1. and it's going to be in the dirt, taking off and going to third base and sliding in safely is Lovell. Anderson at first, seeing this and running to second. Now runners at second and third off the wild pitch from Pettit. Weiser not able to keep it in front of him. 2 runners in scoring position now, 2-0 count. The pitch, Yuri swings and misses through that one. 2-1 the count now with 1 out. That one gets in there for strike 2. 2-2 count here with 1 out. Pettit looking like he's not giving any freebies away anymore. See what Yuri can do here. And he's going to wait on it and hit it opposite field. First baseman Murdoch grounds it, but it is going to be an RBI ground out for Yuri, and the first run scored by the Warriors. As Lovell comes around and scores the first run.
Number 14, Newcomb.
First run of the game for the Woodlands Christian, who now trail 4-1. Here in the bottom of the 4th inning, 2 outs. It's designated hitter Nolan Newcomb up to bat. The left-hander takes the first pitch in for a strike. 2 walks by Luke Pettit in a wild pitch. Got a run scored here for the Woodlands Christian Academy, and it's Newcomb taking the off-speed outside for strike 2. Now with a runner at third base, it's Anderson. Be real nice to get another run scored here, but it's going to be a swing and miss by Newcomb. 3 pitches, 3 strikes for Luke Pettit to get out of this one, but not before the Woodlands Christian score their first run of the game. We go to the 5th inning. Second Baptist leading Woodlands Christian 4-1. Top of the 5th inning, Second Baptist leading over the Woodlands Christian Academy 4-1. We have a new pitcher for the Warriors taking over. It's the left-hander, Keon Baravan. coming in for Marshall Hall after 4 innings of work for Hall. And first pitch is in there for a strike. It's Turner Murdoch, the cleanup hitter for Second Baptist in. Left-handed first baseman takes the next pitch in the dirt for ball 1. Marshall Hale taking over at third. And it's going to be Jaden Scrushy coming out of the ball game. Only changes made by the Woodlands Christian. And that one in there for ball 2. Murdoch, 2-1 count. This one's popped up into left field. Easton running over to get it, getting under it, and recording the first out of the inning for the Woodlands Christian.
Batting for the Eagles, the pitcher, number 13, Luke Pettit.
Now coming up for Second Baptist, it's the right-hander, the pitcher, Luke Pettit. This one gets in side on Pettit, backs out of the box for ball 1. Pettit with a walk back in the second inning and grounded out to the third baseman back in the third. This one's drilled over the shortstop Lemaster, who can't handle it, gets under his glove. That's going to be error on the shortstop.
Now batting for the Eagles, right fielder, number 3, Grayson Kim.
As Pettit just hit that ball a little bit too hard for Lemaster to handle, and he's going to get over to first because of it. Yep, courtesy runner taking over for Luke Pettit is Ben Fever. Hit to shortstop, stepping on the bag, but not in time to get right fielder Grayson Kim. Hit that up the middle there, excuse me, but it is going to be a fielder's choice. It's the shortstop stepping on the bag.
Batting for the Eagles, number 5, left fielder, Elijah Barrero.
There's a courtesy runner, Ben Fever, not able to get to second base, but right fielder Grayson Kim able to run that one out down the first base line to be safe at first. 2 outs though here for Baravan. And the lefty, the slide step going and not able to get there as Fuentes was up. Had a nice throw, but got past the glove of Lemaster. Nice attempt there from Baravan on the quick step. It was going to be a steal by Kim. Runner at second now with 2 outs. 0-1 the count to Marrero. Pitch, swing and a miss by the left fielder Elijah. Now Keon Baravan ahead 0-2 with 2 outs as the Woodlands Christian trail here 4-1. And hit into right field. The right fielder level, taking a hop and grabbing it in the middle of the air for the third out of the inning. Able to get out of a jam there for the Woodlands Christian Academy, but still trailing going to the bottom of the 5th inning. Second Baptist leads 4-1. bottom of the 5th inning. Second Baptist leading over the Woodlands Christian Academy 4-1. It's going to be 9-1-2 for the Woodlands Christian Academy.
For the Warriors, your pitcher, number 13, Keon Fairmont.
Taking over now, batting for Jaden Scrushy is now the left-hander, the pitcher, Keon Baravan, taking the first pitch low for a ball. Second pitch is in there for a ball. It's Luke Pettit, the right-hander, on the mound here for his 5th inning of work. He's been very efficient here as he throws 3 straight balls. Has 6 strikeouts on the game and only given up 2 walks and 1 hit. The 3-0 pitch is in there for a strike. 3-1 count here to Keon Baravan. Fouls that one back to the backstop, staying alive here. Now bring it up to a 3-2 count. We're here in the bottom of the 5th inning. 4-1, Second Baptist leading over the Woodlands Christian Academy. The pitch from Pettit is low and inside, and he leads off the inning with a walk. Only his 3rd walk of the game. 2 walks thrown in that 4th inning, and now 1 walk thrown in that 5th, and is going to be a courtesy runner.
Number 21, Carson Quack. Pitch running for Baravan, number 16, Josh Pinto.
And it looks like head coach James Noble is walking out to the mound, talk with his right-hander Pettit, and he's going to take the ball from him, and that's going to do it for the right-hander. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll have his line. When we get back, we're still here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Second Baptist leading over the Woodlands Christian Academy 4-1. Three walks and 6 strikeouts. We can't quite close the book on him yet, as he is responsible for that runner at first.
Carson Quack still up in height.
Courtesy runner Josh Bento taking over for pitcher Kayon Baravan, as he walked to lead off the bottom of the 5th inning, and that caused head coach James Noble to come pull Pettit. The first pitch from Fourier is outside for a ball. It's leadoff hitter Carson Queck for the Woodlands Christian. Queck 0 for 1 with the strikeout, and he drills this one into center field. It's Chris backing up at the warning track, and he's going to catch it right at the wall. Really nice piece of hitting there from Queck, just not quite enough as he flies out to the center fielder for out number 1.
Left fielder number 4, Arrington Easton.
Coming up to bat now for the Woodlands Christian is the left fielder, Arrington Eason. Pitch from Fourier gets him as the off speed. It's outside for a strike. Eason committed to Grambling University after his time here with the Woodlands Christian Academy. 0-1 count to Eason, 1 out. Runner on first is courtesy runner Josh Bento. It's going to be Eason calling time. 4-1 is the lead for Second Baptist. 4 hits, 4 runs, compared to the Woodlands Christian with 1 run and 1 hit. That one causes catcher Weiser drop to his knees, go outside for the ball. 1-1 count with 1 out. The pitch from Fourier. It's going to be low, hit the dirt, and taking off, but getting a really late jump was Bento. And field umpire looking for the ball. And finally, the second baseman, Rivers, gets up and shows him it and calls him out off the steal attempt from Bento. Got a really late jump to it, and Weiser was not fooled. See, stood up and lasered him out at second base. Now Fourier with 2 outs here, and it's Eason swinging and missing that one for strike 2. Deuces wild across the board for the Woodlands Christian Academy. Bottom of the 5th inning, trailing 4-1. Pitch from Fourier hits the dirt. It's ball 3. End of 6th, Lake Travis leading Bowie 3-1. Eason here with a full count. 2 outs. The pitch from Fourier. Low and outside. Hits the dirt again. Takes a bounce. Goes into Weiser's glove for the second walk of the inning. And throwing out courtesy runner Bento is going to close the book on the starting pitcher Pettit.
Marshall Hale.
He is going to end only giving up that 1 earned run. Both starters through 4 innings pitched today. As Eason slides back into first safely. Pettit 4 innings pitched, giving up 1 hit, 1 earned run, 3 walks, 6 strikeouts. The right-hander Marshall Hale for the Woodlands Christian Academy. 4 innings pitched, 4 hits, 4 earned runs, 5 walks, and 2 strikeouts. It's going to be Hale calling time. That one going to come across the plate for a strike. Oh, 1 count here from Marshall Hale. Struck out back in the 3rd. And flew out to right back in the 1st. Another attempt at first from Foyer. And it's Easton sliding back in safely. Bottom of the 6th, Vandergrift with a tying run on 3 on 3rd with 2 outs. Pitch from Foyer, the off speed. Hale sits back on it and fouls it off to the backstop. Vandergrift not able to score that tying run. Ends the 6th inning. Cedar Ridge winning 3-2. And the off speed gets Hale looking. And that's going to be strike 3 in the 3rd out of the inning. We go to the top of the 6th. Second Baptist leading the Woodlands Christian Academy 4-1. You're watching TWCA Baseball on Vype Live. Top of the 6th inning out here at Warrior Field. The Woodlands Christian Academy trailing Second Baptist 4-1. The top of the 6th inning. It's Keon Baravan here for his 2nd inning of work. First pitch is inside for ball 1. This one's drilled down the left side foul by 3rd baseman Tommy Willis. The right-hander had an RBI single back in the 2nd and walked back in the 4th. He's also a part of 2 runs coming around to score here for the Second Baptist today. And that one dots the outside corner for Baravan, strike 2. Keon Baravan taking over from Marshall Hale. He's come in and has done some quality work, has got through the 5th inning without allowing a hit, 3 flyouts. This one's fouled off to the right side. Or 2 flyouts and a fielder's choice, excuse me. But letting the defense work behind him, throwing strikes here. This one's chopped over to 3rd baseman Hale, who gets it, throws over to 1st, but not in time. Anderson, the 1st baseman, tried to stretch as much as he could, but Willis outran that for an infield single.
Now batting for the Eagles, number 2, Andrew Rivers.
Had a little Baltimore chop to that swing there, and the high bounce gave Willis enough time to run over down the 1st base line safely. Baravan now working against a 9-hole hitter Rivers, who comes around to bunt, but it's not going to be successful. It's going to be strike 1. Rivers did have a sac bunt for Willis, actually back in the 4th inning. They got him over to 2nd base and eventually led him to score 4th run for Second Baptist. Rivers coming around to bunt again. This time he backs away. It's ball 1. Baravan. The left-hander from the stretch is set. He kicks, and it's Rivers setting down the bunt right to Baravan. He's going to make the turn, easy throw over to first, and another sac bunt from Rivers gets Willis over to second, but is going to be the first out of the inning for the Woodlands Christian.
Now batting for the Eagles, number 8, J.D. Crisp.
Leadoff hitter coming up in the inning for second Baptist. It's the center fielder, J.D. Crisp. Had 2 walks back in the first and second inning and grounded out to the first baseman in the 4th. First pitch is high and outside for ball 1. Runner on second base is Willis. Baravan takes a look back at him, delivers, and it's low for ball 2. Top of the 7th, Birdville Lady Hawk softball, trailing 2-3 to Richland. 2-0 count, 1 out. Crisp at the plate. Pitch from Baravan, swung on and missed by Crisp for strike 1. 4 runs scored for Second Baptist in this game to only 1 by the Woodlands Christian Academy. 5 hits there for Second Baptist, 1 for the Woodlands Christian. Baravan steps off the mound. And Lake Travis 3, Bowie 1. It's the final. They take the series in that one. Lake Travis 3, Bowie 1. That one dots the outside corner for strike 2. Two count here with 1 out for the lefty. Pitch from Baravan is low and inside. Full count here to the leadoff hitter, Crisp. Looks like Crisp going to get time called here. Home plate umpire elected to give him time there. Still full count for Baravan. Crisp in the box. 1 out. Pitch. It's low and inside for ball 4. It's the first walk here for the left-hander Keon Baravan of the game.
Batting for the Eagles, number 4, Noah Weiser.
Catcher Noah Weiser coming up now to bat for Second Baptist. Had an RBI double back in the 4th inning. Hit it in the left center gap to score Willis. Pitch from Baravan is in there for strike 1. Bottom of the 7th inning, Liberty Hill up on Glenn 6-2. And the off-speed got Weiser chasing there, swung and miss for strike 2. Oh, 2 count for Baravan. Runners at first and second, 1 out for the Woodlands Christian Academy. Be a time called by Weiser. Baravan sets, takes a couple looks at second base, the pitch, and he gets Weiser chasing. Nice strikeout there for Baravan, and a great time too with runners on first and second. Now 2 outs in the inning. First strikeout of the game for Baravan.
Now batting for the Eagles, number 10, shortstop, White Ready.
to the plate is the right-hander, 3-hole hitter Leighton Reddy. Takes the first pitch in for a strike. Had an RBI walk back in the second when Hale ran into some trouble there and walked 3, and also flew out to center field in the fourth. Pitch from Baravan just a bit outside. You hear the boos and groans from the crowd there, so they thought that one was a strike. Out here at Warrior Field in the Woodlands. 1-1 count for Baravan. Swing and a miss by Reddy. High and away fastball gets him chasing that one. Left-hander delivers, and Reddy sits back on it, drills it into left field. Easing get into it though, throwing it into Hale, making sure that the runner at third stays. That's Willis, making sure he doesn't go anywhere. Bases are loaded now though.
Number 22, Turner.
For second Baptist. Off the line drive single from Reddy. Brings up their cleanup hitter, Turner Murdoch. Flew out to left field back in the first and fifth inning. Hit a grounder to first in the second. Bottom of the seventh, Cedar Ridge got one. They're now up 4-2 over Vandergrift. Baravan, beautiful fastball there for strike 2 to Murdoch. Has an 0-2 count now. Has to protect with bases loaded. Second Baptist with a 3-run lead, 4-1. Pitch from Baravan, dots the outside corner. Murdoch just went down looking at it, and that's going to end the inning. 2 strikeouts of the inning for Weiser. He leaves the bases stranded. Second Baptist leading the Woodlands Christian Academy 4-1. Bottom of the 6th inning, out at the Woodlands Christian Academy Warrior Field. We have a new pitcher on the mound. It's right-hander Tommy Willis, the third baseman.
Number 2, head catcher Chase Fuentes.
The third baseman Willis is now taking over as a pitcher, and now Luke Pettit, who was the starter today, has taken over at third base.
Number 6, Tommy Willis.
We'll have a final in that softball game between the Birdville Lady Hawks and Richland. And it's Richland coming out with a 3-2 lead out there. On top of the 6th inning, Cedar Park leading Georgetown 8-7. First pitch from the right-hander Willis is in for a strike. It's the catcher Chase Fuentes. The right-hander struck out back in the first, grounded out to short, back in the 4th. Second pitch takes a bounce, is in there for a ball. Bottom of the 7th. Vandergrift down to one last out. Pitch is outside for ball 2. And right in between the shortstop and third baseman, Fuentes lines it into the outfield for a single.
Batting for the Warriors, number 5, right fielder, Ryan Lovo.
Nice line drive, got right in between the shortstop Reddy and third baseman Pettit into left fielder Marrero,
Courtesy runner,
who got it in.
number 9, Austin Bellican.
Courtesy runner here. Veldekins. Austin Veldekins coming in for Fuentes. First pitch is in there for a strike to Lovell. Ryan Lovell, the right fielder, had a walk back in the 4th inning. They came around to score the first run of the game for the Woodlands Christian Academy. Takes a second pitch in for strike 2. Willis working fast here. The right-hander steps, delivers. This one's drilled into right field. Kim getting under it. He's going to record the first out of the inning. Fuentes staying at first on the catch. Now 6-hole hitter for the Warriors coming up. It's first baseman Augie Anderson. Left-hander had a walk back in the 4th right after Levels, part of that back-to-back walks by Pettit. Takes the first pitch outside for ball 1. Man on first is courtesy runner Veldekins. Pitch from Willis is in there, but fouled off the left side by Anderson. It's going to be 1-1.
Fans add hot dogs for $1. Stop and get that last midnight snack.
And that's it between Cedar Ridge and Vandergrift. Cedar Ridge coming out away with the 4-2 win to tie the series at 1-1. This one's drilled into center field, back going. It takes a bounce over Crisp's head. Coming around is Veldekins, who's gonna trot in for an easy score from the Woodlands Christian off a mashing double off first baseman Augie Anderson. That ball carried over the head of center fielder J.D. Crisp, who was just looking up and running back, took a bounce, hit that back 375 wall, and it's a stand-up double for Anderson.
Jose Altuve started the game with a leadoff homer. And now batting for your Warriors, number 15, Drew Yuri.
So the RBI double coming in to score the second run here for the Woodlands Christian Academy in the bottom of the 6th inning. They now trail 4-2 with the tying run at the plate. First pitch, swing and a miss by Yuri. It's 0-1. Anderson at second. Second baseman Yuri in. It's going to be 7, 8, 9 hitters coming up for the Warriors. Takes a second pitch inside for a ball. Pitch from Willis is in there for strike 2. He dots the outside corner. Shortstop ready in the dirt. Not worried about the runner at second. Rivers a little bit over to get him. And Yuri's going to look at that one, go in, and that's going to be strike number 3. His home plate umpire called him up there.
Batting for the Warriors, number 1, Dane LeMaster.
So, shortstop Dane LeMaster taking over designated hitter Nolan Newcomb's role at the plate. See what the LeMaster can do here. Takes the first pitch in for strike 1. Two outs here for Second Baptist. The pitch from Willis, the check swing from Yuri. It is going to be a strike. 0-2 the count with 2 outs. Was a run scored here by the Warriors off the RBI double from Augie Anderson. Ripped one over the center fielder's head and crisp and scored Austin Veldekins off Fuentes' leadoff single. The swing and the miss by LeMaster, and that's going to do it for the 6th. One run scored for Woodlands Christian off 2 hits, but they still trail Second Baptist 4-2 as we go to the 7th inning. You're watching TWCA Baseball on Vype Live. Top of the 7th inning here at Warrior Field. The Woodlands Christian Academy trailing Second Baptist 4-2 here. It's Luke Pettit drilling a ground ball in between shortstop and third baseman for the first hit of the inning off the first pitch by Keon Baravan.
Batting for the Eagles, number 3, Grace Camp.
Third inning of work here for Baravan. Has been able to hold Second Baptist to no runs here in his last 2 innings of work. Trying to give the Woodlands Christian Academy one more chance in the bottom of the 7th pull something together here, string a couple hits. This one's grounded over third baseman Hale, throws over second, throws it over to first to Anderson, not in time though, as Yuri, second baseman, was able to step on the bag for the force out at second base, but not able to turn that double play, as Grayson Kim was able to run that one out again. It's a fielder's choice back in the 5th inning. It's going to be a fielder's choice now. Runner at first is Kim. It's Marrero taking the first pitch in for a strike. The lefty Baravan has a nice slide step action that he can throw in there to keep his runner at first. This one's a quick step. Small leg lift there, and it's inside for a ball. One count, 1 out. Top of the 7th inning. Second Baptist leading 4-2. Pitches in for a strike, but is going to be a stolen base by Grayson Kim. Got a good jump there. Marrero was taken all the way. 1-2 count. Now to Marrero with 1 out. Kim's at second. Pitch from Baravan. It's in there for a ball. Just a bit inside. 2-2 with 1 out. 3 runs scored by Second Baptist back in the 2nd inning. Has kept them the lead since then, off 3 hits and 3 walks. Pitch by Baravan. It's in there for strike 3. Swing and a miss by Marrero gets him, but it is going to be another steal by Grayson Kim. He's going to take off on the pitch. It's another stolen base as he's in to third safely. Third strikeout of the game for Baravan. And the pitch, it's hit off the right side over the wall by Tommy Willis, the pitcher, who's taken over for Second Baptist. They're in the bottom of the 6th inning. The count, 2 outs. Runner at third base is Kim. The pitch just a bit outside for ball 1. The lefty delivers just a bit inside and high for ball 2. Keon Baravan trying to get out of this one without a run scored here. Runner at third base for Second Baptist. Grounder over to the shortstop, Lemaster. He fields it, bobbles it in his glove, throws it over the first baseman Anderson in time for the 3rd out of the inning. Great job by the Warriors to keep that run over at 3rd. Great job by Kim to get a couple stolen bases there. Not enough to get him around. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Second Baptist leading 4-2.
Scrushy.
New pitcher here for Second Baptist to close this one out in the bottom of the 7th. It's right-hander Leighton Reddy taking over for Tommy Willis. Reddy was the shortstop. First pitch is in for ball 1. Working fast out of the stretch is Reddy. Second pitch, fastball in for strike 1. Second pitch in there, high and away. And it's Jaden Scrushy back in the box here for the Woodlands Christian. They trail by 2, 4-2 to Second Baptist. And he takes that one looking at the knees for strike 3. Great pitch there by Leighton Reddy to get the first out of the inning.
And then for the Warriors, lead-off hitter, center fielder, number 21, Carson Quack.
2 outs away from their 7th straight win. Second Baptist. First pitch by Reddy is in there for a strike. It's the leadoff hitter Carson Quick. Flew out to center field back in the 5th. See what he can do in the bottom of the 7th. Pitch from Reddy is a curveball outside for a ball. Taking over shortstop was the pitcher Tommy Willis. Pitch from Reddy, fastball outside for ball 2. Works very fast out of the stretch here. As now he's actually working from the delivery. Excuse me. That one off speed cuts and trails outside for ball 3. 3-1 the count. The quick pitch and fouled off over the backstop is Queck. Has a full count here now for the Woodlands Christian, trailing by 2. In the bottom of the 7th inning, 1 out. The pitch from Reddy, hit up the middle, and it's going to get by the shortstop, Willis, and it's going to be an infield single for Queck.
Coming for the Warriors, number 4, left fielder, Arrington Easton.
Nice hit by Queck as that one bounced right over the pitcher Reddy's head, and Willis, the shortstop, not able to get to it. It's going to be a 1-out single for the Woodlands Christian Academy. Coming up now is left fielder Arrington Eason, taking the first pitch outside for a ball. The pitch from Reddy is in there and fouled back by Eason. 1-1 count with 1 out. Runner on first is Queck. Tying run at the plate is Eason. Seven hits for Second Baptist compared to 4 for the Woodlands Christian Academy. It's going to be a pickoff attempt to first base. Queck slides back in safely. Woodlands Christian Academy with a 1-2 district record. Second Baptist 5-0. Second pitch is in there for strike 2. It's going to be the time called by Eason. Home plate umpire has been very kind to these hitters and giving them time. Reddy, one of the faster pitchers we've seen here tonight for Second Baptist, and Eason not one to get caught by him. That one's high and outside for ball 2. Home plate umpire go kick the dirt a little bit for Eason. Reddy is ready. Takes the call from Weiser. Pitch And the off-speed got Eason chasing on that one. And that's strikeout number 2 of the inning for Reddy. 1 out away. And now comes down to their starting pitcher.
Third baseman,
Marshall Hale. The number 3 hitter. Has struck out twice in this game. Runner on first base with 2 outs. Woodlands Christian Academy down to their final out. First pitch from Reddy, the off-speed gets Hale chasing. Strike 1. More out in front rather than chasing. But still, swing and a miss for Hale. 2 outs, runner at first. The off-speed caught Hale off guard there as, watch that one cut across the heart of the plate. 0-2 count, 2 outs. Warriors down to their last strike. Pitch from Reddy, the off-speed, a little bit inside, but home plate umpire gonna call Hale, and Hale's gonna actually question him about this one, takes his helmet off and shows his frustration for that call, as he thought that one might have been a little bit too inside. And head coach Cleveland gonna come talk to home plate umpire again.
Good night, everybody. Have a safe drive.
Not gonna change his mind there.
And good luck for the rest of the season to our guests.
It's the 3rd strikeout of the inning for Reddy. That's gonna do it for the ball game. So we have a final 4-2. Second Baptist beating Woodlands Christian Academy. For the 2nd time this year. It was a great performance by starting pitcher Luke Pettit, followed by Ben Foyer, Tommy Willis, and Layden Reddy followed up. 5, 6, 7, 9, 12 strikeouts on the day for Second Baptist, and that was enough to hold Woodlands Christian to only 2 runs off 3 hits. Kyle Harris out at Warrior Field with the Woodlands Christian Academy. The final, Second Baptist going to a 6-0 district record, 14-5 overall. The Woodlands Christian Academy dropping to 14-5 overall and going to a 1-3 district record. That is going to do it for me, Kyle Harris, out at the Woodlands Christian Academy. The final tonight, Second Baptist winning this one 4-2. Second Baptist 4, Woodlands Christian Academy 2. Thank you for tuning in and listening in on Vype Live. We appreciate it. Final score, Second Baptist 4, Woodlands Christian Academy 2.